Hi, I'm Ruchira. I'm a journalist and a blogger. I'm going to be teaching you things from my repertoire. Today we are going to learn about harissa, which is a North African dip chutney marinade. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Harissa is a North African specialty. It's basically made with chilies and it's very spicy to combat the heat. I am, however, going to do a variation with bell peppers, which is going to be one of the main ingredients, so that the heat isn't so much and you can use it as many other things. So for the harissa, we're going to need the following things. 1 red bell pepper, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of paprika, half teaspoon of coriander powder, salt according to taste, 4 tablespoons of olive oil or regular oil, it's quite alright. We've got 1 garlic and juice of half a lime. The star of the harissa is of course the chilies, and these are the dry chilies which have been soaked in water and they become like this, all plump and nice. We need to plump these chilies because then the flavors will all come out. And we've also got water of the chilies. Whenever we need to thin down the harissa, we can use it. So to start the recipe, I'm going to char grill my red bell pepper. This is just so that the pepper becomes sweeter and the color becomes a lot more vibrant. I'm going to poke it with a fork. And then I'm going to just turn on the gas and bung it. It's the same process as how you make a bengan ka bharta. There's nothing really that difficult about this. So as you can see, the pepper has become quite black. I'm just going to make sure that all the remaining parts are black too. This is just because, you know, it'll be easier to peel. I'll give you a tip though. If you're in a hurry, you just take it off the gas, run it under water, and the peel will just come off. If you're not, you can wait for it to sit down for a bit and then peel it slowly. So this is done. So I've quickly run this bell pepper under water and I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to remove the seeds first because that's really important. While I'm chopping, you'll see that water is going to come out, which is fine. Don't bother. It's not going to be the end of the world. And it's a little hot, but I'm sure you can work your way around it. You have to just roughly chop it because it's going to go into the food processor or blender in any case. If you can see the vibrant orange color, it's only because of the charring. Charring makes it really, really beautiful, and the sweet flavors of the peppers come through very beautifully. After I'm done with the cutting, I'm going to just use my food processor, but you can really use your blender, or you know, if you have a hand blender, that will work perfectly fine too. The easiest thing about harissa is that once this process is over, you just have to bung everything inside. So I'm going to put the bell peppers. Some seeds won't really make a difference. I'm going to put in the cumin powder, the salt, the paprika, and coriander powder. I'm also going to put the garlic at this point and the whole red chilies, which is basically the star. I'm going to use a bit of oil. The oil is what will make the harissa into a preserved thing which can last you for at least a couple of weeks. And a squeeze of lemon. And you're good to go. At about halfway point, you can check how thick or thin you want. You can see here that it's not really the paste consistency that we're looking at. So I'd suggest you use a little bit of the water just so that it helps emulsate a little better. this looks quite fine. I'm going to empty this out into a nice bottle. I would suggest that you leave your harissa to sit for about an hour or two before you use it, only because it lets the flavors develop, and you'll be, you know, eating something really lovely. So this is my harissa. It's this amazingly yummy, spicy, tangy chutney which can be used as a marinade for fish or chicken or for tofu paneer, and it can be kept in the fridge for 2 weeks, and you can easily use it as a dip for anything like a croquet or a tikki. You can even mix it with some alcohol if you want like a fun drink. If you want to learn more, subscribe to India Food Network and do write into us. We'd love to hear from you.